Author's note. Or P.S. This is chapter 12. Yep, chapter 12. Author's note. Stop saying, okay? Hagrid is a pedo too. Okay? I hadn't gathered that. A lot of people in American schools are licked at. I wanted to address the issue. How do you know Snap, E, and Christian, plus Hagrid isn't really in love with Ebony. That was Cedric. Okay? No. I thought it was Hagrid, but it was vampire. He started to scream. OMFG. No. My scar hurts. And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. I stopped. How did you know? I saw it, and my scar turned back into the lightning bolt. No! I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. I do, but Diabolo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt, and it turned back into the lightning bolt. Save me. Then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage. Dun dun dun. Anyway, I was in the school nurse's office, now recovering from my slit wrists. Snap and Lupin and Hagrid were there too. They were going to St. Mango's after they recovered because they were pedophiles, and you can't have those fluffing pervs teaching in a school with lots of hot girls. Dumbledore had constipated the Cydio camera they took of me naked. I put up my middle finger at them. Anyway, Hagrid came into my hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses. Annabee, I need to tell you something. Something, he said in a serious voice, giving me the roses. Fluff off, I told him. You know I fluffing hate the color pink anyway, and I don't like fluffed up preps like you, I snapped. Hagrid had been mean to me before for being gothic. Fluff off, No, Annabee, Hagrid says, those are not roses. What? Are they goths too, you poser prep? I asked, because I was angry that he had brought me pink roses. I saved your life, he yelled angrily. No, you didn't, I replied. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton P video made from your shower scene and being viewed by Snap and Lupin, who masturbated. See, his dad spelled wrong. To it, he added silently. Whatever, I yelled angrily. He pointed his wand at the pink roses. These aren't roses. He suddenly looked at them with an evil look in his eye and muttered, Well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. That's not a spell, that's an MCR song, I corrected him wisely. I know, I was just warming up my vocal cords. Then he screamed, Petulus Marengo me cremically romacio, for all you cool gothic MCR fans out there. That is a tribute, specially for Raven. I love you, girl. Imo nato okeo. And then the roses turned into a huge black flame floating in the middle of the air. And it was black. Now I knew he wasn't a prep. Okay, I believe you now. WTF is Draco? Hagrid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame, but I could see nothing. You see, Annabee, Dumbledore said, watching the two of us watching the flame, to see what is in the flames. Ha, you reviewers, flames. Get it? You must find yourself first, Kay? I have found myself, okay, you mean old man, Hagrid yelled. Dumbledore looked shocked. I guess he didn't have a headache, or else he would have said something back. Hagrid stormed off back into his bed. You are a liar, Prof. Dumbledore. Anyway, when I got better, I went upstairs and put on a black leather mini dress that was all ripped on the ends with lace on it. There was some corset stuff on the front. Then I put on black fishnets and black high-heeled boots with pictures of Billy Joel Armstrong on them. I put my hair all out around me, so I looked like Samara from The Ring. If you don't know who she is, you're a prep, so fluff off. And I put on blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss. You look kawaii, girl, Bloody Mary said sadly. Fangs, get it? You do too, I said sadly too, but I was still upset. I slit both of my wrists, feeling totally depressed, and I sucked all the blood. I cried again in my bathroom and put the shades on so Snap and Lupin couldn't spy on me this time. I went to some classes. Vampire was in the hair of magical magic creatures. He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared and he had used to be in love with Draco. He was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff. Hi, he said in a depressed way. Hi back, I said in a wookwoolly said way. We both looked at each other for some time. Harry had beautiful red gothic eyes, so much like Draco's. Then we jumped on each other and started screwing each other. Stop it now, you horny simpletons, shouted Professor McGoggle, who was watching us and so was everyone else. Vampire, you fluffer, I said, slapping him. Stop trying to screw me. You know I love Draco, I shouted, and then I ran away angrily. Just then he started to scream, OMFG! No! My scar hurts! And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. No! I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. I do, but Diabolo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always covered it up with foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt, and then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage! Dun dun dun. Again. Special thanks to Raven, my Gothic's blood sister. WTF, you're supposed to writ this. 111111111. Hey Raven, do you know where my sweater eye?